I am Ray, and I am about to save you a whole lot of headache. Because the fact is that most of our thoughts that we have during the day is just noise. Doesn't mean anything. And yet, what most of us seem to do is we give these thoughts so much meaning, so much attention, and all day long, almost like a never-ending stream of thoughts all the time. We don't realize the trouble that this causes us. It is often said that a thought has its own unique frequency. And if we aren't consciously managing our thoughts or paying attention to what thoughts we entertain, which thoughts we choose to ruminate upon, then we are unconsciously allowing these thoughts to mess with our overall vibration. Now I want you to imagine a radio station. And on this radio station, there are a stream of songs. Now, some songs you might like, some songs you might not. And what this radio station is, it's the version of our life that we are tuned into, and the songs are our experiences. And our mind is like a tuning knob that tunes to different frequencies. In other words, different parallel realities that are all happening at once in this present moment. So there are an infinite number of yous living different lives. There is a version of you that is living your best life, and there's a version of you that is currently in hell. Sorry. At least, or hopefully, that's not you. And even if it is, well, you've come to the right place. Because by using this tuning mechanism right here, you can begin fine-tuning your reality into greater and greater versions of you. You tune into a radio station where all the songs are your favorite songs, and you don't even have to worry about the commercials. You see, and which reality we tap into is determined by which thoughts we give our energy. And so if you have a negative thought and you begin ruminating on that negative thought, that thought begins to lower your frequency, and you begin to tune into a reality, a version of you that experiences more suffering, more problems, more difficulty. And if you allow this to snowball out of control, before you know it, you will find yourself in hell. And so too, if you can consciously remember to inject positive thoughts into your mind, to pay attention to how you react to your thoughts, pay attention to which thoughts you feed, you can begin tuning to higher realities. If you experience more positive thoughts, you will have more positive feelings. These positive feelings will cause you to act in more positive ways, and that will create more positive outcomes in your life. This is simple. But our ignorance of how we create our reality is what ruins our life. Because if you don't realize that by ruminating on these kinds of thoughts, imaginary evils, fears, worries, and concerns, if you don't realize that that is creating a negative life for yourself, well then you will feel powerless. You will feel like life is just happening to you, and you're always trying to put out fires. You're always trying to force reality to be the way that you want it to be, but it never seems to work. Life is a never-ending series of struggles and problems because people don't stop unconsciously reacting to not only their thoughts, but to their experiences as well. And so very few people consciously create their reality. You will either be at the effect of your reality or you will be at the cause. You will either be a slave to your circumstances or you will change them. And you have the power to change them in any which way you like. But you have to be aware of how to do this. And because most people are unaware, they try to force things to be different. They have to struggle endlessly. So I want you to try a little experiment. Let's say for a day or two, just begin becoming a little bit more mindful about your thoughts. Watch yourself as you entertain some thoughts or as you run away from other thoughts. I like to say if people only paid attention for one day, the words that they speak and the thoughts that they think, they would understand exactly why their life is the way it is. And once you become aware of your thinking habits, then you have the power to change them. Because you can say, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I don't want to live a worse life, so I'm not going to ruminate on this negativity. This fear, this worry, this concern serves me in no way but to ruin my life. But if we're not aware, what are you going to do? I encourage you to try this out and see what happens. And before you know it, you could be living a much better life. I am Ray. Share with me your thoughts in the comment down below. Much peace and many blessings.